Hey y'all, it's Ash. You're also probably gonna hear Dolly Mae because she's being a troublemaker, so I'm trying to keep her in here with me. I filmed this so many times and I'm probably gonna have to just go paragraph by paragraph and piece this together, so it'll probably be choppy too, but I do have a lot to say. Unfortunately, I wanted this to be a short video, but as you can probably tell by the title, I have a lot of explaining to do. So first of all, I'm filming this a couple days after last week's video. So I don't have my stuff set up. I don't have anything out of storage, so I can't, unfortunately, do a professional video. We do plan to get stuff out of storage this upcoming week. So if you're watching this right now, we probably have stuff out of storage and set up. And then next week will be an announcement video that's hopefully better quality and more interesting than these past two videos. We're planning to make that video to privately post tomorrow with friends and family. And then I will post it on here on Friday. So, next Friday when I have my regularly scheduled video. Once I do post that video, you guys are probably going to understand a lot of things. It's going to give you context for why filming and I have been the way that we have been recently. And we also have another announcement that I don't know if I'm going to be able to announce it on this channel. I don't know what my life is going to look like. It is really crazy, and we just got the news in the past couple days, and like our life has been flipped upside down again in a good way, but it's just very stressful just figuring things out. And once I make these announcements, and also once I get into the weeds of this video, you're going to see that I kind of need to focus on making money. And my original plan for this channel was post consistently for a year, see my progress, and decide if it's worth it to continue. And my goal was like do something I love, because I love making these videos and like podcasting for Ash Jarrett Law, but I wanted to make money off of it. I wanted to make money doing something I loved, and I still want to post even if I don't make money, but again, you're going to see that I kind of need to focus on making money right now. So the first thing I do want to talk about, last week I said was not relevant to this channel, and it's probably not, but I just want to reveal it for context. My husband did take a small pay cut in his position. He is planning to move into another position at some point. We don't know when, hopefully soon-ish, probably not within the next year or anything like that, but it should be, I would guess, like a year or two. I don't really know how this stuff works, but he's hoping to move into another position so we don't have to worry about it as much. But he took a small pay cut, and normally we wouldn't have to worry about that. It would be totally fine. But you're going to see why it's a little bit bigger of a deal once I make the announcement next week. And then if I ever get to make the other announcement, you're going to be like, oh, I would be stressed too if I had a pay cut and then I had these things happening. So yeah, again, we are not struggling by any means. We are extremely blessed and extremely grateful. However, we did not expect these expenses. So we have a certain standard of living that we've kind of gotten ourselves into that we, again, can still afford on his pay cut salary and with these added expenses, but it's just like a little nerve-wracking, a little scary when things get a little bit tighter than they were. Again, I really don't want to make it sound like, oh, we're struggling, we need help, because I don't want to do that. Like, we are fine. We do appreciate prayers, but like we don't need help or anything, and we're very, very grateful. I don't want to sound ungrateful whatsoever. That being said, I do want to start making some extra side money just to help my husband, like just his stress, just emotionally and mentally. This is, I know, stressful for him because he's becoming responsible for a lot more things. Not only did he become responsible for me and my dog, but we also, our dog, she wasn't my dog, we adopted her together, but he went from taking care of himself to taking care of, a family essentially. And then we're adding more. So I know that he's probably stressed having even a small pay cut and being responsible for so many things. So I want to make sure that I'm helping in any way I can. And that may mean taking a step back from doing things I love like this and focusing on something that is going to get us a little bit of extra cash. And then talking about next week's announcement. So like I said, it will be posted next week. So I will have at least one more video. And I think people are going to understand so much better everything that's going on after I announce that. I am hoping and praying that it is a good announcement. I'm feeling optimistic, but it could be a bad announcement, and it could even be a good announcement, and then I come back and then update you guys and I'm like, bad news. It's really in God's hands, and I trust God 100%. But it would suck if it was bad news. But I think I'll feel a little bit more confident making the announcement, like good news announcement, this weekend and next week. So I'll do it this weekend privately and then next week on this channel. And then hopefully the good news will stick. Prayerfully, very much praying for this. But either way, it's God's will. So if it's bad news, it's God's will. If it's good news, it's God's will. Really praying for good news and that the good news continues. And the last thing I need to talk about is this news that I found out just in the past couple days. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to announce. I mean, I'll be able to announce it. My husband wants to wait on announcing it, even the possibility of it. And then if it happens, then I don't know that I'll have time to announce it. He doesn't even want me to ask for help privately among my peers just because he doesn't want anybody knowing about it. We are pretty sure it's happening at this point, but we had this offered to us this past summer and then it didn't happen. And we kind of had gotten our hopes up and prepared for that. And then after a few months, we're like, it's not happening. So we're just going to move and do all this stuff and, make all these decisions and assume it's not happening. And then a couple days ago, of course, we get a call being like, hey, do you still want to do this? And of course we said yes. When I reveal this, you'll be like, well, of course you said yes. But yeah, we had to say yes, no hesitation. And we are more sure it's happening this time than we were before, but because there's a lot of moving parts, and I think my husband just doesn't want us to get our hopes up, because we kind of did get our hopes up before. And I'm already starting to get my hopes up, but I'm trying not to. But he doesn't want us to get our hopes up, and then also he doesn't want us to go tell people, and then people are like, oh, what's happening? And what happened? And, we don't want people asking us about that. But both of those things, both the announcement that I'm making next week and then this little secret thing, they're going to take up so much of my time, more time than you could even imagine. And plus, I need to potentially work part-time now for those little secrets. So I just don't know if I can continue this channel. I would love to, and I will try to do so for as long as I can. I may even stop for a long time, a few months, and be like, hey, I kind of got things figured out. I figured out how to manage this and this and this, so I can come back. Or maybe my husband will, get the promotion and I can stop working, and instead of working, I can do this, But yeah, I will try to do this for as long as I can. May end up just posting random videos, not weekly, but just every once in a while, every time that I can do it. So when I want to, without pressuring myself to get something out every week, which, as you've probably seen, I don't have good content for every week. Sometimes I have fillers. And so you guys will probably be happy that I'm not posting fillers like this. And I'd also love to get back into podcasting for Asher at Law, but again, I don't know if I'll be able to. So yeah, you're gonna find out at least half of this next week, and if I ever announce the other thing, you'll also see that, and you're gonna see, my priorities have shifted significantly, and I just need to do what is right and what I believe is right for others, instead of, you know, being selfish and trying to continue doing stuff like this. And yeah, there's other things I need to focus on, at least for right now. And then if I can manage it all, I will try to, but I need to focus on these other things before I focus on this. So hope y'all understand. Thank you for sticking with me this long. Sorry this video is so long, but thank you for watching my channel. Hopefully again I can continue, but if not, thank you for sticking with me for this journey. And yeah, I guess I will see you next week, and then we'll see after that. But thank you for watching. Bye.